Head into the papers now, see what the headlines are this morning. And I have with me, joining us now, our analyst Oladinde Ario in the studio.
Straight from the jaws of armed bandits.
It's good you are here now. When we start, you will tell us your experience with the security issues that bedeviling the society. All right, let's see this. Let's start from the News Direct. News Direct says COVID-19 oil price drops below $0 per barrel, and OGA seeks focus on Buhari's mandate on solid minerals, and experts advocate $10 per barrel oil benchmark budget. Okay, that's the advice there. From there, let's go to Blueprint. Blueprint is saying Sultan to Muslims at Ramadan, don't be reckless, shun congregational prayers and lectures. Tasks government on surveillance, urges downward review of goods, services, and warns adherents to shun extreme positions. All right, from there, let's go to the Leadership newspaper. Nigeria's Brent crude drops to $26 per barrel. That's what you see on the Leadership newspaper. The Leadership newspaper. Nigeria's Brent crude drops to $26 per barrel as U.S. oil crashes to below $1, lowest in 22 years. And federal government extends airports closure by 2 weeks and apologizes for protocols violation during Kerry's burial. And Kakovid plans food relief for 1.7 million households. You see all that on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. Now, let me come to my guest in the studio. Now, beyond the headlines on the papers, one of the issues that Lagosians and Nigerians have been talking about is the security situation. We've been seeing viral videos. In fact, not even just in the southwest, even in the southeast, there were issues. There were some videos that went viral as well, where people had to match the streets, you know, against the invasion of hoodlums and bandits. I call them bandits. Yeah, and all of that, whatever it is. Now, you had an experience. Talk to us. What really happened?
Normally, I don't sleep early. Now, with the lockdown, my body chemistry altered. So I will sleep all day, and then when night time comes, it will be time to read or do some survey or research. At about 2 a.m., I just had all the gates were being banged by the security. Wake up, wake up. I was like, what is the meaning of this? I called security gate, and they said there were armed robbers in our estate. Now, I was shocked because we have what I would call a watertight security arrangement. And as a professional, I get to review these things, and I feel very comfortable. Now, I had a family to take care of.
Exactly.
Of course, I was there. Everybody came into my room, you know, and I had to calm them down first. And to my greatest surprise, the police were far more efficient this night than at any other time.
To your greatest surprise?
Yes, because
that's very paradoxical.
Yes,
because
you know,
the police is supposed to be.
I really praise police as an organization. I have had very close contact with them since the time of MK Smith as IG, through to Tafa, all the way down, you know. And at all times, I always have issues with them. But last night, the DPOs that I called, they all responded. Not only that, even those who are very far away, they were connecting me with other DPOs. Within 10 minutes, I've spoken to about 9 DPOs, and they were giving me feedback. I didn't want to start mentioning their sessions. Especially, there's a woman who was, she sent me phone numbers, called this person, you know, and another man, you know, they were fantastic, honestly.
So they were able to bring the situation under control. Okay.
They physically turned up, okay? Not minding that we too, we had already started coming out, you know, trying to gather in our numbers to confront them. Of course, when they saw what they were facing, they had to run without even achieving anything. The only thing was we didn't make any efforts to arrest anybody, but they were scared enough to have taken a run.
Well, the point there is, we've seen viral videos from Bariga in Lagos, from Mushi, from, you know, and all of that, of the entire streets coming out to, you know,
to confront them.
who are these 1 million boys?
I will tell you.
Where do they
now,
come from?
when you say 1 million boys,
Are they really 1 million?
1 million boys is a secret cult operating in Agege area. We also have another one called Awawa. It's a rival gang in Agege area too. Then in Oshodi, there's what they call the Ojuirin boys, Railway line boys. You know, they are also there. And of course, there are pockets of them here and there. Now, what we're seeing now, on a very serious note now, is an assembly of people who ordinarily earn their daily income and spend it. They have no savings, or where they have is not significant.
So the lockdown truncates their
has hit
livelihood.
them so badly that, and you know, they say an angry man, I mean, a hungry man is an angry man.
Exactly.
Now it has taken a dimension of madness, because for them to have now resorted to robbery, it means they are putting their lives on the line. Oh, coming out at that time, I wasn't coming to hug the bandits. No, I was coming for the kill, because if we had allowed them to penetrate our estate, they would have been going to houses one by one.
And
okay?
no one knows what dimension
Exactly, it will have
that
taken.
the confrontation
but
will take.
because we came out in large numbers, and as I said, the police were so swift and so fantastic. The response was, I mean, I cannot speak. I thought I was in America or elsewhere. But they came very quickly, and they came very promptly. And when they were leaving, they didn't ask us for anything. You know, they were very professional. I feel like joining police, if not for age. Oh, yeah. They dealt with...
Well, this is a serious issue, but it draws us closer to the statement some people make, that if the police wants to work,
they will work.
They can work very well. Is that the case here?
Well...
Because the police seem to have a peculiar challenge when it comes to
we have to begin
logistics
to
and all of that, but
separate.
The morale has always been high.
Yeah, we have to begin to separate police from police. Okay. The policeman you meet on the highway is a different kettle of fish entirely. Okay. He's in the sun beating, thirsty, hungry, and
sometimes frustrated.
Yes, I mean, that's to be given. When you go to the police station, the ones you meet at the counter, some of them can be very nice, only that at the end of the day, they want to thank you. But the top echelon, I think they are a lot better. And I think they should interface more with the lower rank, influence them, so that they will know that, oh.
Because they are the police that the public meets
exactly.
quicker and on a daily
that want to
basis.
interface with.
Yes.
The ones I called, I never met them, they didn't know me. They didn't even ask me to tell them my name. Okay? All they were after is my location, and I described it, and they turned off. I mean, even after we repelled the bandits, one still called me that if I needed a backup, I should let him know.
But beyond your estate, because your estate is not the only one that would or may have confronted.
a community of about 25 estates.
Exactly. Now, beyond that, what do you think the government should do right now, or even the police hierarchy should do now to ensure that there is peace across? Because this lockdown is going to continue. So the realities of it,
there will be an extension. Yeah, as they say,
possible.
This is our second semester. Yeah. I'm waiting for a third semester.
Now, but the realities of the lockdown is not going away. It has come to stay, as the case may be. So what do you think should be done for a lasting solution?
Thank you very much. As we are under-policed. And I will never advocate for the use of the military in this circumstance. Okay. If we do that, we may end up with more body counts that will be killed by coronavirus itself. Now, with the police, I think they've stepped up their game with telephone and other means of reaching out to them, which makes it a lot easier and cheaper too to reach out to them. Because I even sent one a text message, he called me back. Right. So I think we can only encourage them not to relent and to keep up, delivering the way they did this night. As for the government, it's not a good day. And it's, like you rightly said, it's going to still go a lot beyond now. Especially when federal income is dwindling and it's going to go so low. Canadian oil was offered for -3 Canadian dollars now. -3. You know what that means? I mean, they're ready to sell.
Producers have to pay you to come and evacuate the oil.
Without regard to the cost of production. Ditto for Nigerian crude oil. The figure here is no longer correct. It's $11 that we were asking them to come and pay. It
keeps fluctuating that way.
And then we are paying $3,000, okay, to keep the vessels at sea. And we have over 60 vessels with no buyer forthcoming. So you can imagine what that will translate to. I will simply implore the CDAs on men of means and resources. Look around for people who need help. When they ask, please offer help. Sometimes nobody will ask, go out of your way and help. When people are hungry, it takes away their senses. Unfortunately, it's not like I'm hungry in the morning, I will eat in the afternoon. Some have been hungry for days now.
Exactly.
And when they go to rob, they don't go after laptops, TV, or gadgets. They go for food. So that should tell you that their problem is basic. It's not like they are play acting. They are serious. So government has to rework its palliative network, okay? Which I also passed on to my friend who is in government, that I'm ready to work with them if it means that, okay? I've been to a lot of media houses since this thing began. Painfully, they've not covered any media house. No media has been given any palliative. And the people are working every day, as I see. So,
well, the government has said that it is the poorest of the poor.
Everybody is poor,
and the people who are not, or who recharge their phones about 100 naira worth.
That criteria begs common sense. I may be charging my phone because I use it for my research. Okay, if I come here now to tell you that Goliath killed David, I'm sure your listeners or your viewers will tell you not to feature me again. So for us to be current, we spend money, a lot of money on data and all of that. So you cannot now conclude and say, oh, I am rich. I used to think I'm stable financially, but not anymore. Because people who asked me for money yesterday, as low as 1,000 naira, I could not give them. Because I have to manage whatever I have now, not knowing for how long these things will last.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if government does not wake up and expand the distribution of palliatives, we may have hard times to restore decency into our society and social order. After all of these things, there's been a massive dislocation and disruption in the way things are. We're not talking of regular criminals. We're talking of people, conductors, bus drivers, artisans, who earn daily money and survive on all of that. But now, they've not earned anything for about 3 weeks now. So how do they carry on? The only guaranteed thing is for government. In Lagos, we can use Lastra. Perhaps it won't go down, but as many as registered will be touched. Let them look at BVN. Then, of course, like I said, it might be a joke, but we get the IKEDC and all those, NEPA and all those. They give us bills. They know where we live.
They know where we live.
Let them use that.
INEC has a register.
INEC got when we're going to vote.
National Population Commission
we know where to vote. Well, even that one is not, that one, NPC is not reliable, okay? Because we don't know how many we have. But to a great extent,
they have.
Then, I mean, very painfully too, when they were increasing the land use charge, somebody brought the bill to my gate and pasted it there. So I am not an unknown quantity. So also for all people in Lagos. So they should begin to think of, and in the immediate anyway, deliberately using any of these channels to reach to as many people as possible.
All right.
Otherwise,
well, no one still knows the dimension of how things are going to go, but we pray and hope for the best. Thank you very much, Olade Indiario, for your time on the program.
My pleasure.
We wish you well.
Thank you.
Right.